Hello everybody, this is Gorthar Gaming here. I've got another online battle here. This one is going to be Arverni versus Armenia. I'm sure you've seen a pattern at this point. I play a lot of Arverni. My opponent kept switching factions, so I wasn't sure what he was going to bring. He came to Armenia, and I was expecting then more skirmishers or horse archers, so I swapped out some of my spearmen for slingers, and then I thought if I'm expecting some cav, I should have brought more spearmen. So I regretted it, but I had already hit start battle. So anyway, my build, I have 4 heavy horse, 2 Oathsworn, 1 on each side. My main line is 5 Celtic warriors, 3 Celtic slingers, then I have 2 chosen swordsmen, and then I've got a spear warriors over here, and yeah, levy freeman over here. This is a similar map. I played against Iceni earlier, and again, I'm expecting my opponent to have something in the woods, especially when I look at my opponent. He came very infantry heavy. He's got some hillmen, eastern spearmen, and then main line of Cartley axemen, which are very good infantry units, and then he's got Persian hoplites on either flank, noble spearman general. He has 2 elite Persian archers, and then he's got these 2 noble blood cav on this flank. And of course I see that, and I'm like, you're playing as Armenia. There are cataphracts somewhere, so I figure they've got to be in these woods over here. So I'm just at this point, I'm just gonna, my plan right now is to just bring my infantry up, get up just outside of skirmisher range, and then try to engage his infantry. I make a mistake here. His biggest threat is going to be his cataphracts. I need to be getting this spear warrior, have both of my spears over here to support in that fight, because I have to be able to deal with his cataphracts. If his cataphracts get in my back lines and can get some rear charges, I'm done. So that needs to be my focus right now, but again, that's a mistake I'm making. But my plan now is to just line up and charge in, and then I'll use my skirmishers to take out his skirmishers. I have more infantry, so that's my plan. I'm going to use my infantry. His cavalry are better than mine. Not by much, really, but by a little bit. Yeah, his cavalry are better than mine, but I've got more infantry support, so I'm feeling confident about that. Here's one thing you will see a lot of people doing. Barbarian factions rely on the charge, so they'll use these speed bump, meat shield, whatever, sacrificial units to interrupt the charge, and then they'll come in with these units to back up so you don't get a charge on them. So I'm just going to try to, my plan here is to engage his infantry with a few of my units and then slip through with the gap so at least some of my units will get a charge. Go back to regular play, and then use my infantry over here to try to either get through a flank or get through a gap if I can find one, or push around his flank on both flanks and just see what I can do. Again, I see his eastern cataphracts over here, and again, I'm a little worried, so my plan is I'm going to just try to intercept them. If they get a charge on any of my units over here, they're going to devastate them. But I have 2 cav units, so I can match him man for man, and I have infantry support. And levy freemen are crap, but they've got a 25 bonus first large, and they have javelins. So I was just focusing everything I've got on at that point. I was even bringing my slingers up, hoping at least I could get some shots on it. That was really a mistake. I should have kept my slingers focusing on his skirmishers. Because here's what's going to happen here. I'm going to get this chosen swordsman in here. I'm going to get a nice rear charge. But see this? Flanking fire. and these chosen swordsmen are going to get wrecked. So here's yet another mistake I'm making, but his killing power in this army is mainly with his cavalry, but his cav is just bogged down. I've got him wrapped up over here, and he tries to pull out. I intercept him with my heavy horse, and he tries to pull out here, but I'm just going to keep harassing him, keep him pinned. If he can't get a charge, or he can't get a good charge, then nothing's going to happen here. The infantry fight is really about even. It really just, with all these units, it was really whoever got the charge. As you can see here, that chosen swordsman didn't last long and just got wrecked, and now he's going to focus on my Oathsworn. That's when I realized my mistake. Bring my slingers back, and I'm going to focus fire, try to take those guys out. His Persian hoplites finally break here, and I'm just going to start trying to wrap up his flank. And one eastern cataphract is gone, and I'm about to wrap up this one. At this point, here's another mistake I'm making. I should have tried to get my heavy horse out. Yeah, here I do. I finally do. Try to get my cavalry out, because I need to get into his back lines and get some charges. I've got enough. I've got 3 infantry units here, 2 spear units. That cataphract is going nowhere, and there it finally breaks. But my infantry line is very shaky at this point. He's about to break through my center. He's got his noble blood cav that were down here. He finally got them free. But he's going after my skirmishers, and these Celtic slingers really aren't going to do much to him at this point. He really should have. If he had gotten a rear charge on this Oathsworn, that fight would have been done. If he had gotten a rear charge on this Celtic warrior, that fight would have been done. I mean, that's really what he needs to do, is free up some of his infantry. Because I was able, got a couple cav free, got a rear charge there. Gonna try to just hold him off, because I've got plenty of infantry up here. I just need time. I can't allow him to get in a good position to where he can support his guys. So I just start trying to pour units on, rushing in some of my cav, just trying to keep him stuck. Those Persian hoplites finally broke, so I've got this chosen swordsman. But this time, he doesn't have any skirmishers to do anything. So I'm going to get a nice rear charge here, but he gets a rear charge on this Oathsworn, and that will be... I think that unit's probably going to rout here. And I was slow on the charge, so he's going to get a counter charge. Actually, I won't even get a charge at all. Yeah, and you can see, luckily I came down here and at least got my guys into shield wall, because that's what I need to do. I need to just hold him, keep his guys pinned here. This noble blood cav is his only cavalry left, so I'm just going to try to keep him tied down, see if I can just kind of drag the fight out. At this point, he has really no infantry left. So the only thing he's got left that's of any concern now is this noble blood cav. So I'm just gonna bring my spearmen down here. I've got Celtic slingers firing into him. And then I end up pulling all my cav out of this fight, start charging in. So this is, I really like this match. I made a lot of mistakes, but I think what saved me was I was able to intercept his cataphracts, and yeah, that is a lot of money to spend for doing nothing. I mean, he got some kills on some heavy horse and some levy freemen. That's not what these guys need to be doing. His noble blood cav did well. His skirmishers did quite well. These guys, they did their job. They interrupted my charges, intercepted me. His Cartley axemen did very well. They were lined up mostly against my Celtic warriors, which my Celtic warriors did alright. I mean, you can kind of see units that got charges did well, but some of these, I mean, that was his, trash units. Chosen swordsmen, some of them did okay, some of them did very badly. Yeah, this was the one that got wrecked. Like I said, I should have been focusing to take down his archers. But overall, Pyrrhic victory, pulled out a win. I guess that's what really matters. Again, when I saw Arverni, I should have expected him to come cav. I should have brought more spears, maybe a couple fewer swords. I think that would have helped me out. But good game to my opponent here. I really enjoyed this one. As usual with YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe, the usual. And this is Gorthar Gaming signing off for now.